a lot of rafts that are already set up. A lot of people are already loading on, gathering their things, all sorts of stuff. And Yaman hands you off to another gentleman, who you recognize as being one of the guys that was next to Shrek at the beginning. It says, all of you adventurers, this is the Honorable Jeremiah Bloom, right, a priest of Demeter, correct, very interesting gentleman, and he will be guiding you for the next portion of the trip. There are other duties that I must attend to. It has been very wonderful spending time with you all.
What's the name of the guy?
Yaman Hazim.
No, that's Jeremiah Bloom.
Jeremiah Bloom, exactly. Right. Now, Jeremiah Bloom, on the other hand, is instantly engaging and likable. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Hey, we have an entire raft to ourselves. Come on in. So he loads you on, and you actually notice that there's, people are being packed on the other rafts. Right? There's like 30 people on the other rafts. You've got the entire raft, to your own.
Raft stinks a little,
At the moment, it's Jeremiah Bloom, you 5. There are 4 guys who are crewmen who are handling the raft and all this stuff. There's lots of supplies and there's other stuff to also on the raft. And as far as you can tell, that's it. You're the only people around the raft.
There's no mast or anything like that?
No, there's no mast. This.
I'll do a quick loop around it.
Yeah, sure.
Very checking out
exactly. Taking things, picking up small bits of rope, sticking it into your, thing you're working with. Yes. No, this is a keel raft. Correct. So these are very common on the Flower River. So whenever it's floating down the river, so forth and so on. They're self-propelled.
What does Jeremiah Green look like?
Jeremiah Bloom. That's a good question. What does Jeremiah Bloom look like? Jeremiah is tall, blue eyes, blonde hair, engaging smile, simple clerical robes. It's obvious that he's a man of the cloth. Underneath his robes, he looks like he's wearing some armor, and he has a mace at his side. That's what he looks like. So, all of you get on the raft. It's a beautiful day out. It's a little bit chill. As is common this time of the year in nearing fall, and the sun is shining, and then you slowly set off down the river on your journey to the new world.
So Jeremiah,
I'll wait for the people.
What?
How dangerous is this trip?
Well, I've never been on the trip myself, but my wife has already been to Golden. She arrived safely. My son and my daughter are there, so I'm sending my entire family there. That's how safe I consider the entire thing to be, And look, we're bringing 50 civilians. This kind of thing. Well, obviously, it's going to be safe.
How long does it take?
Well, I'm not certain, but I think the trip is going to take about a month. It takes about 3 weeks to get to Gateway, I believe. Maybe a little bit less. I'm not really certain. But I think it'll take about a month total to get to Golden. So, for the first time, you're away from the hustle and bustle. It's pretty quiet and all this other stuff, and you get to check out the other adventurers that are around, and so on, blah, blah. So, how about if we go around the room, starting with Colin and read what your characters look like, or describe what your characters look like.
First thing that is painfully obvious about this person is that she's dreadfully obese. Nina's mass is barely contained by the dark brown burlap sack she wraps around herself. Has a hollow cup of the neck and hangs to her waist. She wears a pair of black pants, which a trained eye would notice look very badly tailored to fit her enormous waist. Dark curls froth around the back of her chubby head, bangs conceal her hazel eyes. So she doesn't seem messy or like slob. She moves with a grace, and the ill-fitting clothes are neat and well-kept.
What about Talia?
She is relatively lithe and skinny compared to the amount of food that she takes in. And has a very sort of twinkly eye, especially when food is mentioned. Otherwise, she kind of
By the way, just so you know, don't feel hostage in any way, shape, or form to the pictures that I printed out for you. It's really easy to change the pictures if you want a new thing and all this sort of other stuff. And I didn't know what the descriptions, what all the various characters were when I made up the pictures, because some people in there doing their characters at the time of the description, sort of like I wanted it again. But anyway, the thing you do, but we can easily change them and yada yada, or we can whatever. It doesn't really matter. We can just imagine what the characters look like, and then those are just going to be for when we're using the initiative line here. All right. Okay, very good. So what are your pick?
Well, if it's all right, I'm actually, in the picture my hair looks really dark, but actually it's blonde.
Well, there you go.
I look very Nordic,
Mm-hmm.
on the tall side,
Yeah.
normal build, little gangly maybe.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Dressed in armor, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, warrior. Oh, by the way, I forgot my character.
And I keep my axe at my side, I get a big axe.
Excellent.
And
Because every warrior person needs an axe.
Toss up sometimes and, spin around.
Nice. That on my foot. How big is this axe?
It's a 6 foot axe.
That's great. By the way,
It's down in the hall, too.
so I made a mistake earlier when you asked how many people were on the thing. There's actually 6 people that are on the boat. All right. What? 6 adventurers. That's correct. I'm sorry. Exactly. Besides Jeremiah Blue, and it's really easy to overlook the other one. It's a small, red-haired female dwarf. She's got a bright red beard, sort of cropped the same way that Abe Lincoln wore his beard. And also is obviously a warrior. Dressed up in chainmail, weapons everywhere, overflowing with weapons all over. Yeah, forgot about that. That's like,
So listen, it's like
what?
armor glistening.
Yeah, exactly. So what are you?
So, Warren is a fairly quiet fellow, keeping off to the side. He's wearing a rather large, in fact, kind of an oversized Vietnamese-looking hat that obscures most of his face, so you can't really see his eyes. But the face looks youthful underneath. He's got very nervous fingers that are constantly fumbling with his clothing. And on top of what looks like leather armor, there is some coarse netting. And in that netting are stacked a bunch of little twigs and leaves and bits of moss. And he's constantly arranging them and just patterning.
Well, look like a tall, half-orc fighter with deep red eyes like the orcs have, but long, flowing blonde hair. And he's carrying a strange-looking weapon with a blade on one side and this big blunt thing. And it looks, well, he's a 6-foot-tall person, and the weapon looks like it's not made for him. It looks like it's made for someone much taller than him.
But even though it's so big, he handles it very adroitly.
I'm not throwing it up in the air.
So Jeremiah says, Jeremiah says, so have you all eaten? Well, let's have some food and talk about our past. Yeah, exactly. So blah, great. So one of the crewmen brings out some simple rations, the simple lot that they haven't seen, etc. Starts feeding everybody.
Is she hugging the food?
Everybody gets their own food. Right? And
You go along this for a second.
yeah, excellent.
Yeah, fantastic.
There you go. Wow, so you want some more food?
Yes, please.
That can easily be handled, no problem. Give me a second. And then he concentrates for a moment, right? Whispers some words, moves his hands, and then food just appears in front of him. Here, have some food. Have some more food.
And I say, I wish I could do that.
Yeah. What about you?
I'd like 10 of those. And could you make them kind of juicy and kind of, ripe and fruity?
Well, wow, I don't have the chef feed for the but I'll try my best. So he creates some more food and I'll hands it over to Love. And
Can
actually,
you eat that?
it's a strange dichotomy between the two of them because Nina's eating $10 for your blood. She's huge. And then Thalia is eating the same amount of food and she's real big. It's very odd. It's a lot, right? Jeremiah is scratching his head. So, what made you all become adventurers? Why did you all become adventurers?
Just call me an arts guy.
Sounded like a good idea at the time.
Excellent.
Well, I became a ninja to fight my curse.
Curse?
Curse.
Really? What type of curse is it?
Well,
You bring a curse on board?
maybe.
It doesn't make him a bad person. Because he's a ninja and his curse doesn't make him a bad person.
As one of the counters on board. Let's throw over.
I got a letter.
That inspires a lot of confidence.
So what's the curse?
Well, see, the first person born in my family, firstborn child, has a curse of hunger. And we basically, my uncle ate himself to death in his 17th year. So I had to find a way to break the curse.
Sure. Wow. Well, let's see if we can break the curse tomorrow. I don't have a roof curse memorized today, but we can get rid of this thing tomorrow. We can do it tomorrow.
No, it's a special curse.
It's a special curse?
We've had many, wizards and sorcerers try to break the curse.
Who got that mad at your family? What'd you guys do?
Oh, it's an age-old curse. No one knows anymore.
Wow. Well, I wish I could help you. I'd be happy to do so. That's what I thought.
I'm surprised they managed to reproduce this.
There you go. Right. So the little dwarf pipes up. Well, I became an adventurer to keep the arse of the men in my clan. They wouldn't let me become a fighter. So I'm going to go off to the new lands, become the biggest, strongest, baddest ass fighter there is, and then go back and kick their arse.
Sounds like a plan.
That's what I was thinking.
What's your name, Feisty?
Oh, my name's Troya Derry. What's your name?
Nice to meet you, Troy. Morning.
Maury? Yeah,
And if you find out what's up with that.
yeah, exactly. It's a sheep.
Ah.
It's a sheep. And that's, in fact, she looks exactly like this. I got so lucky in this picture.
Morning will lean over and say, man, and go dick thing. Sorry, I'm just not used to such metal objects. Don't you feel a little constrained in there, like in a can?
No, not at all. Actually, you wear it long enough time, you don't even notice it anymore. There you go. And this also can be very helpful in combat.
I'm a lovely girl myself, but I agree.
Yeah, very good. Excellent.
Yeah.
There you go. By the way, technically, we're a chain.
Ooh, wow,
Despite your
you're
picture and all the
right.
pictures that we're the chain.
I agree.
Oh, very good. Excellent.
Picture mislead.
There you go.
I hope we don't have to go for a swim either.
What are the chances we'd be happy to go for a swim in the river?
For you, my dear, none. I'll drop a little rock.
Yeah. There you go.
I was, sort of walking in the forest one day and noticed something shiny by a lake that I used to frequent, and it looked kind of interesting. So I got near and I sort of ate it. And ever since then, I've been having these curious visions. And
Wait. You ate a shiny thing?
Yeah, it was shiny. I ate it. Well, how else are you getting to know it?
Do you eat everything?
Well, yeah.
It's nice to meet you, Monkey.
Yeah.
Wait, we're having shopping board.
There you go.
So,
I can see we're going to be needing to get more rations.
oh yes. And ever since then, I've been sort of drawn to this idea of this new world, and this is why.
That's a good idea.
Shiny things.
Yes.
New world.
Mhm.
I see the connection.
Yeah.
He shakes his head.
What about you, Sir Paladin? Why are you going to the New World?
I I'm looking for my family.
Your family?
Yes, I'm Alexander Chronicle, and my family is an adventuring party. See,
Alexander Chronicle, son of Gregory Chronicle?
yes.
Wow, dude, I love Gregory Chronicles. Tales of, Catamount. That was actually a classic. Wow. So, is your father missing? Who's missing?
The whole party.
The whole
See,
party was missing. Wow.
Been gone for a year.
They're pretty powerful. If they're missing, that's pretty serious.
Stronger people have disappeared in Russia.
Gordish.
Gordash.
Right. Well, I guess that's true. Fortunately, we're not going to be going anywhere near any of the old ruins or any of that type of stuff. So,
We're not?
No, exactly. Yeah.
Very, very nervous.
What ruin?
What's the point of it?
What old ruin?
Oh, it turns out, so there's lots of new strange stuff in the New World. And, sort of to the south of where we're going to be heading, there's all of these old stone ruins, all right, which people tell me are from an old empire called the Gordeshi Empire, the Empire of Gordesh. That's the name. And, whatever. They used to build stuff in stone. It's the only thing that remains. The civilization's gone now.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mhm.
Murray finally gets intense.
Yeah.
Kicks a crate.
Mhm.
Trying to judge him with a lack for words.
Mhm.
These people vanished, and they had a great empire, the culture.
Mhm.
And all you're doing now is bringing people to settle there and
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah. Well, okay. There's anything you guys need when you're on the trip here. Pacifiers, Valium, anything you need. I'm here to help you out and so on and so blah. So feel free to let me know if you need anything.
Have some more food.
What?
No, really.
Good thing I got a lot of cantrips. Okay, very good. Okay, anybody else want to do anything for the rest of the day?
Sunbathe?
Yeah.
Or rather burn, really.
We discussed.
Oh, by the way,
My coloring.
it's fall now in Teal. So actually, the weather's rather cool. Now, from your perspective, you might consider that to be sunbathing.
Oh.
Okay, totally wrong. Sorry, blah, but for the most part, it's actually kind of cool. Anybody else want to do anything?
I